Okay guys, in this video we are going to be looking and talking about data and where the tools get their data from. And as I've mentioned, there's a vast array of tools. There's Ahrefs, SEMrush, Rank Ranger, AMR, AWR, and obviously Google's Keyword Planner. Now, a lot of the tools would get their data from Google Keyword Planner, and they would do that by scraping it because Google does not provide an API for its Google Keyword Planner. Now, you may be thinking, okay, great, brilliant. The data comes straight from the source, the horse's mouth, because people make their searches on Google. Google saves that data in its data warehouses and provides it back in its Google Keyword Planner. You can't get more accurate than that. Well, actually, that's not the entire truth. And it's not just because of data accuracy, it's all about as well as data is presented. For example, Google Keyword Planner takes an average across a year. So if you are looking at Christmas stockings, for example, as a keyword, now most searches for that keyword are going to be made in December or November. So you can imagine if there was 1 million searches for Christmas stockings in November and December, but only 100 in January or 20 in February. What Google Keyword Planner does, it splits that keyword data across a 12-month average. So you might find that in February and March and April, it's presenting that keyword is searched 100,000 times. And you might start thinking, okay, we need to capture that traffic in March and April and get ahead of our competition and start planning your campaigns. But then you'll find that, hey, where's the traffic? And there's no one searching because Google Keyword Planner provides an annual average, which at times can't be useful. And in the example I gave, that would be one of them. How do other keyword tools get their data? Well, the tool that we've been focusing on is Ahrefs. They use a mixture of Google's Keyword Planner, but as well as that, they use Clickstream data. Now, what is Clickstream data? Clickstream data. As you can see, there's a slide in front of you, and it's got these, colorful lines going all over the place and dots. What does this all mean? Clickstream data is data based on sessions, and it's anonymized data from users who have consented for their data to be collected. Now, typically it could be collected from browser plugins or from websites where users have consented for their data to be collected. What Clickstream data does, it takes a user session. For example, if they've done a search on Google, they've made a search, they've clicked on something, they've gone to a website and taken an action, Clickstream data can collect that information. Google's Keyword Planner does not, and it certainly doesn't provide that data. For example, it doesn't give you a click-through rate for a keyword. Tools that use Clickstream data do. Now, if you remember, when we were looking at Ahrefs and the high-level metrics, we were looking at metrics such as click-through rate and return rate. That data is collected via Clickstream. So for a keyword, for example, Christmas stockings, Ahrefs is able to provide you with a click-through rate and also a return rate if people come back and make that search. That's very powerful, and that data is taken from Clickstream data. Okay, and on top of that, tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush, they get the Clickstream data and they also put on top of it their AI machine learning to process that data and make it more accurate. And as well as that, they update their data. Okay, they update data on a monthly basis, which is very powerful because as an SEO or in any industry where you need data, you need your data to be as fresh as possible because we don't want irrelevant data. We want relevant data. You don't want data that was updated 1 year ago on a set of keywords that you are using because user behavior changes. You want the most frequent data and up-to-date data as possible. And tools like Ahrefs provide that. And the Clickstream data is very powerful. And I would say that it's more powerful than the data that is provided in Google's Keyword Planner because it tracks actual user sessions from making a search to taking an action on the website, on a website that they visited from that search. And having that click-through data is very powerful. For example, like I've mentioned, the keyword Christmas stockings. You might have a volume of 1 million searches in December and November. Amazing. We can get so much traffic from that. But when you narrow it down and you're able to see the click-through rate, for example, it might be 10%, 5%. Then you start assessing, actually, yes, great volume keyword, but it's very competitive and the click-through rate is very low. Is it practical for us? Does it make business sense for us to purchase and sell these products around Christmas stockings? Maybe not. Let's look at having a different product, or let's look at creating content on another topic where we can see there's good search volume data, good click-through rate data, return rate data, there's competition. Okay, tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush are able to provide you that data, which makes it very powerful. Okay, so there you have it, guys. We've looked at keyword research as a whole. We've looked at using tools, how to narrow down on those tools, how to use seed keywords and narrow down and select certain keywords for our campaigns. And now we've also understood how keyword research tools collect data. That's very powerful because you want a tool that has the best data. And kid me not, I will tell you now, a lot of SEOs do not know how data in keyword research tools are collected and presented to them. Okay, so now you know that, you are going to be ahead of a lot of people in the SEO game. Okay, so as I always say, guys, there's a lot to learn. Keep on watching.